As the festive season draws to a close, the United Kingdom finds itself in a moment of quiet transition. The twinkling lights and holiday cheer begin to fade, replaced by a sense of anticipation for what the new year will bring. Across the country, people pack away decorations and return to their routines. But one question lingers in the chilly air: what kind of winter lies ahead? The first big question on everyone's mind is about the weather. Will this winter bring the magic of snow, or just the usual gray skies and drizzle? This year, all eyes are turning north to Scotland, where meteorologists are closely watching the skies. Forecasts suggest that the first significant snowfall of the year is set to arrive right at the stroke of midnight on January 2nd, capturing the imagination of weather watchers and families alike. A powerful mass of Arctic air is poised to sweep down from the north, bringing with it a sharp drop in temperatures. Central and northwest Scotland are expected to be the first to feel its icy touch, with up to 4 centimeters of fresh snow predicted to blanket the landscape overnight. While it may not be a full-blown blizzard, this snowfall is enough to transform the rugged highlands into a winter wonderland. The hills and glens take on a magical quality, signaling that winter has truly arrived in the north. For many, it's a chance to enjoy the simple pleasures of winter. Children building snowmen, families taking brisk walks, and wildlife adapting to the sudden change. But it's not just Scotland that will feel winter's bite. Across the rest of the UK, a cold snap is on the way. Biting frosts are expected, and in the southwest, temperatures could dip as low as -3 degrees Celsius, forcing early risers to scrape thick ice from their windshields. Even the usually milder regions aren't spared. London and parts of Wales could see overnight lows of -2, a rare chill that will have city dwellers bundling up and rural communities waking to frosted fields. In the Midlands and central Scotland, temperatures are expected to hover around -1, with icy pavements and shimmering trees creating a classic winter scene. Adding to the chill, strengthening easterly winds will sweep across the country. These winds will make it feel even colder than the thermometer suggests, with wind chills pushing the feels-like temperature down to -5 or even -6 in exposed areas. This dramatic combination of freezing air, biting winds, and Scotland's first snow of the year sets the stage for a memorable winter. The landscape is transformed, and the nation braces itself for whatever surprises the season may hold. As the days grow shorter and the nights colder, one thing is certain: nature is in control, and the coming weeks promise both beauty and unpredictability. The story of this winter is just beginning. Predicting UK snow is a delicate science, one that demands both expertise and a bit of humility. Even the most seasoned meteorologists know that the British weather can turn on a dime, making every forecast a careful balancing act. The outcome is often balanced on a knife's edge, with tiny shifts in temperature or wind direction making the difference between rain, sleet, or a blanket of snow. Early long-range forecasts this autumn hinted at a classic cold winter with more snow than usual. These predictions were based on large-scale patterns like sea surface temperatures and atmospheric trends that seem to favor a wintry season. But as winter approaches, short-term models now suggest a weaker start and below-average snowfall for the UK and much of Europe. The story seems to change with every new set of data, leaving both experts and the public wondering what to expect. This contrast highlights the challenge. Long-range forecasts rely on broad, slow-moving patterns that set the stage for the season, while short-term models use up-to-date data, capturing the latest shifts in pressure, wind, and temperature. Each approach has its strengths, but also its blind spots. The atmosphere is in constant flux, with countless variables interacting at once, making months-ahead predictions tricky and sometimes impossible to pin down. Meteorologists can spot big drivers like La Niña or the polar vortex, which can tip the odds toward colder or milder weather, but can't predict exactly how these will interact on a regional scale. Local factors, like the position of the jet stream or sudden stratospheric warming, can override global signals in unexpected ways. Will a high-pressure system block cold air from reaching the UK, or steer it toward the UK, opening the door for snow and ice? Will a storm bring rain, sleet, or a sudden burst of snow? Sometimes the answer changes within hours as new data arrives. These details often only become clear a week or two in advance, and even then, surprises are always possible. The result: uncertainty for both forecasters and the public. It's no wonder people check their weather apps daily, hoping for clarity that may never fully arrive. In the end, Predicting UK snow is a puzzle that keeps everyone guessing until the last moment, reminding us that nature always has the final say. To understand UK weather, we look far beyond our shores, to the Pacific Ocean and the climate pattern called ENSO. This winter, a weak La Niña is in play, with cooler Pacific waters subtly influencing global weather. Sometimes, La Niña increases the odds of blocking high-pressure systems over the North Atlantic, opening the door for cold Arctic air and snow in the UK. Other times, it strengthens the jet stream, bringing milder, wetter winters with more rain than snow. This dual effect makes La Niña a wild card in UK forecasts. Its weak state this year adds even more uncertainty. La Niña tilts the odds but doesn't guarantee a cold or mild winter. Its true impact depends on how it interacts with other atmospheric players. High above the Arctic, the polar vortex spins, a vast circulation of frigid air contained by strong winds. When stable, it locks cold air over the pole, keeping UK winters milder. But if disturbed, often by a sudden stratospheric warming, the vortex weakens, letting Arctic air spill south. This can trigger dramatic cold snaps and memorable snow events in the UK. Forecasters are watching for signs of vortex instability this winter, as recent stratospheric warming could disrupt its balance. The effects aren't immediate. It can take weeks for changes high above to reach ground level. This time lag adds complexity to forecasts. The polar vortex is the ultimate wild card, capable of overriding other signals and delivering surprise blasts of winter. Its behavior could define the season. While global patterns set the stage for our weather, it's the local details that truly shape our day-to-day experience. The interplay between vast atmospheric forces and smaller regional systems creates the unique weather we see in the UK each winter. UK winter weather is often shaped by local pressure systems, which can dramatically alter conditions from one week to the next. High-pressure systems bring settled, dry conditions, but in winter, these calm spells can have a chilling effect. They often mean cold, frosty days, and lingering fog, as the lack of wind allows cold air to pool and mist to settle in valleys and low-lying areas. If high pressure builds to the north or northeast, it can have an even greater impact. This setup blocks the usual flow of mild Atlantic air, instead drawing in cold, dry air from continental Europe or even the Arctic, plunging temperatures across the country. This is the classic recipe for UK snow: freezing air, a touch of moisture, and the right atmospheric ingredients coming together. When a passing weather front arrives, it can trigger snowfall, especially where cold air is already in place. For late December into early January, forecasters are watching closely as these patterns develop. A high-pressure system to the north is expected, which could lock in the cold and set the stage for wintry weather. This pattern is likely to drive the predicted cold snap and bring snow to parts of Scotland and northern England. Wintry showers are most likely along eastern and southern coasts, where cold air meets the relatively warmer waters. Here, cold air picks up moisture from the North Sea, increasing the risk of snow showers even when skies elsewhere remain clear. Even under high pressure, the risk of snow lingers, especially when subtle shifts in wind direction bring in just enough moisture. In the right conditions, temperatures can stay below freezing for days, keeping snow and frost on the ground. The position and movement of these pressure systems is key to whether we get rain, frost, or snow. Each winter, the delicate balance between high and low pressure determines if the UK wakes up to rain, a sparkling frost, or a magical blanket of snow. Weather forecasting relies on powerful computer models, but they don't always agree. Early long-range models, run in October, suggested a cold, snowy winter, especially for northern Britain. As winter nears, short-term models now point to dominant high pressure and milder, westerly flows, meaning less snow overall. This isn't a failure, it's a reflection of what each model does best. Long-range models spot background signals, while short-range models capture day-to-day patterns. The current outlook background signals favored cold, but actual weather patterns are trending milder. Tools like WX charts predict the January 2nd snow in Scotland, while the Met Office offers a more cautious outlook, noting wintry showers. Both use similar data, but present it differently, highlighting the blend of certainty and uncertainty in modern forecasting. The story can change quickly as new data comes in. For now, the models agree. Expect a cold start, but a milder season overall. December 2025 is set to start gently, with high pressure often in control but not ideally placed for widespread cold or snow. Most of the UK will see near or above average temperatures, continuing the mild damp pattern from late autumn. A white Christmas looks unlikely, for most, with rain more common than snow, especially in southern and central regions. Only the Scottish Highlands and high ground in the north might see a dusting. Towards month's end, high pressure to the north could bring colder nights, and the chance of sleet or snow showers over the Pennines and Scottish mountains. Significant snowfall isn't expected in December. Southern areas will stay mild and unsettled, with rain and wind dominating. December is a quiet overture before the colder drama of the new year. January kicks off with a wintry flourish, snow in Scotland and a nationwide cold snap. But long-range models suggest January overall will see less snow than normal for most of the UK. Scotland and northern England remain most likely to see wintry showers, especially over high ground. The south may quickly return to milder Atlantic-driven weather, with only brief cold spells. February brings a subtle shift, the snow deficit shrinks, and the chance of significant cold and snow increases. Historically, February is the UK's snowiest month. Even in mild winters, a late-season blast is possible. A weakened polar vortex could deliver a surprise Arctic outbreak. Scotland and the north are most at risk, but a well-timed low-pressure system could bring snow almost anywhere. February is the month to watch for winter's final sting. So, what should Britain expect this winter? The message is clear: variability. Prepare for stretches of mild, wet weather, but also for sudden, sharp cold snaps like the one forecast for early January. Don't be complacent. Check your home insulation, lag pipes, and keep a winter kit in the car. The UK's unique geography puts us at the crossroads of Atlantic, European, and Arctic air masses. A slight shift in wind can turn rain to snow in hours. This winter, global signals like La Niña and the polar vortex are pulling in different directions. Short-term models predict a cold start, but a milder season overall. The only certainty is that winter will arrive, bringing shorter days, colder nights, and somewhere snow. Our task: watch, wait, and be ready for whatever nature sends. Winter in the UK is always a story of surprises.